this is Christina from Getting Crafty online classes. Today I'm going to show you how to make that cute little witch card that I advertised with. I just folded a piece of basic black cardstock in half it was 11 by 4 1/4 wide. I'm going to go ahead, I've got 3 pieces of DSP from the Frightful Sights Designer Series paper, and since I'm going to be using this one for the middle, I'm going to go ahead and put this one on first. That way I know where I want my middle at. Then I'm going to go ahead and put the top one on, which is the pumpkins. And then the last one will be the kitties. Okay. And I'll go ahead and put those ones on. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put another piece of snail right there at the top on the lines between the polka dots and the kitty cats. And I am going to go ahead and just take a piece of basic black satin ribbon, 5/8 satin ribbon, and cut that off. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Now, shocker, shocker, I'm going to do it again. Right through the center. And I'm going to take the ruffled Limeade, Lucky Limeade ribbon. I'm going to push that on there and cut it off. Okay? Now, ahead of time, I did go ahead and cut do one of my Lucky Limeade ruffled bows, the double loop bows. If you want one of the templates, it will be down below, and it'll give you instructions where the video is in order to get that. So you guys will be getting this template for free. Okay? So, and there's another video on how to do all of that. So I won't take up your precious time trying to do that while we're trying to do this. So I cut out 2 each, 2 basic black and 2 Cajun Craze designer labels, and I'm going to cut this one short ways and cut the little nubbins off. Okay. And then I'm going to do this one long ways, and I'm going to cut right where that little heart part is. I'm going to cut that off. Okay. There I go with the K's again. Okay. Those are cut off. Let me do these ones really fast. By the time I'm done, you will be an expert at lining these things up if you weren't already. Alright. Those parts are done. Now I have this one. I actually printed this out off of my computer, the Have a Spooky Birthday. You will actually, there is a template underneath that you can download. They're far enough apart to where you can punch out as many of these as you want to. I stamped it with the Wicked Cool Spiderweb. Okay? And then I went ahead and I took a jewel, a rhinestone jewel, and I took it, and all you do to make it look like a spider is you just take the jewel and right across the top, just color it black, and it looks just like a spider. So I am going to go ahead, take that off, but I'm going to go ahead and layer the 2 shorts, these ones first, the little fat ones, the little short fat ones. Okay. maybe, maybe not. There we go. And I have black on me already. Good grief. Okay, go ahead and put the snail on the back. Line it up. And line it up. Do the same thing for the Cajun Craze. Whoops, wrong one. I always start with the same ones, and I always end with the same ones. Don't ask me why. I think it's an OCD thing. I'm not sure. There we go. Put some more on. Okay, there we go. And the last one. And that one is done. Okay, now what I did do that I'm also not going to do right here, because I know you all know how to stamp, but I went ahead and I stamped the hat and I stamped the feet from the witch, and then I colored them in and I stamped them on Whisper white paper. Now what I did when I cut them out is, I left a little bit of a strip underneath so that I could easily put some snail on the strip. Oh, come on. Put the snail on the strip and put the Happy Birthday Witch hat on the top. And then I did the same thing with her legs, and I actually put a dimensional on the back. So go ahead and put her legs on. Alright. And then you want dimensionals on the back of her. And I already have the one dimensional on her, but I'm going to put a couple more on her just to be on the safe side. And I'm just going to put her sideways on here. Okay. Now for the part that y'all might have been waiting for when you saw the preview, is how to do the ribbon roses that I had done. Now to do those, I went ahead and I punched out a piece of cardstock. Doesn't matter what shape, what size, no matter, no nothing, okay? This is going to take a hot glue gun. You know me and my hot glue gun. You're lucky that you didn't have to use it on the last one. So it doesn't really matter. I usually try to cut a small amount off so that I don't have to worry about dealing with the spool. So go ahead and get some glue on here. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Get some nice hot glue on there. Rub it around into a circle. Okay. And I usually just start it out on this side and I push it down with the tweezers and hold it for just a moment, and then I keep going around as much as I can, and hopefully you can see this. Okay, just keep going and sticking it in the glue. Okay. And the way you lay it is the way it's going to lay once you get it in the glue. So you want to be very careful of how you're laying it in the glue to make sure that that's the way you're going to want it, and so forth. Done with seeing the glue's already starting to dry. So that does not mean that you need to go faster. That just means that you need to put some more in. Okay? It's always easier to add more glue. Okay, that back over there. And we'll just go ahead and keep going around. Goodness, this just wants to be stubborn and go every which way but loose. Okay? Like I said, just keep pushing it down, pushing it in, getting it where you want it to go. Right about here is where I'm going to go ahead and just roll it all up into a circle. And just roll it around in the wet glue. Okay? Try to get that out of there. And this you can bring back up with some wet glue later. Okay? So go ahead and stick some glue right in here. Okay? And just stick it up there so it'll stick. Okay? And you can make them as tight, as loose. You can smush them down. Whatever the look is that you are going for, you can do that. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is, since I wanted 2 of them, I'm going to go ahead and stick some more glue right in here. Spread it out a little. Okay. Go ahead and cut some, well, I have some ribbon left right here. So I'm going to go ahead and start mine on this side this time. Go ahead and get that going around. Whoops. Stick that back in there. Get it going around in a circle. I think these tweezers are having more fun with the glue than anything else is. Go ahead and cut a little bit of this off. I really don't need all that much. And then twirl it around and stick it in there. Goodness gracious me. Take the glue off. And twirl this around. And stick that down in the glue. Okay. Go ahead and stick that in the glue. Okay, and then you can just take these dazzling details and just go all the way along the edges here. As much or as little as you want to. Okay. but it's just a matter of twisting and smashing into the hot glue. You can try this with sticky pages and stuff, but I have found that with sticky pages you end up getting stuck to the page more than the ribbon does, and therefore the sticky page becomes pretty much not sticky any longer. So go ahead and put the lid on that. Then, since these are pretty much probably going to be dry, you want to go ahead and cut as close as you can this part off that you don't want on there, obviously. Okay, and then you can just go ahead and take the hot glue gun once again over here to your project. Make sure these little babies are going to stay on. Okay, put them on right there. And then you can always take another little bobble of hot glue. Okay, and you can make sure that this stays on as well. Okay, and there's your card. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you have fun with the card, and I will see you back here tomorrow for some more Halloween. Have a great day. Bye-bye.